Okay, this is it. The final battle. And Dagran was behind it all along. Don't quite know how to feel about this, I have to say.
Can't see a thing in here.
How did Dagran get ahead of us? Doesn't make any sense.
Don't follow me. What's ahead is my business, not any of yours.
You can't say crap like that now! Show yourself!
What happened to Lowell?
He didn't make it here.
I see.
I see? Is that all you've got to say? Damn it, Dagran! Say something else!
I'm sorry, Syrenne.
Apologizing to me ain't gonna change out now, is it? You bastard.
What do you intend to do with the power of the outsider? Do you know what could happen?
Sure I do. Zangurak told me all about it.
Zangurak told you? Then you are the one collaborating with the Gurak.
Why? For what reason?
To achieve our dream. Didn't we always say how we wanted to live a decent life? To become something more than dogs of war to be used and thrown aside?
You've got one hell of a way of doing it. I thought we were friends.
I'll recreate this world. Do that, and we'll have no fear of war, death, anything. We'll have a chance to lead a decent life. There's no turning back for me now. Please, don't follow me.
Dagran, wait!
We're following you, alright, Dagran. You aren't getting away with this at all. There are some ways to change the world that are worthwhile, and this most definitely is not one of those ways.
So, Dagran, everything we've done together, everything up till now, was it all just so you could obtain the power of the two outsiders?
That's right. Coming to Lazulis Island, dealing with Zangurak, the invasion of the Gurak continent, everything. It was all for this moment. Though I did make one or two miscalculations.
And I suppose you were the one who killed General Astar as well.
Yeah, he didn't really fit in with my plans.
Dagran! Why? There was no need to!
No need to kill him. I can still remember the day when the Empire's meaningless war came and tore my life apart. The night Zael. They stood there laughing as they butchered my family. Right in front of my eyes.
Dagran, I know that, but that doesn't mean you...
I had to get my revenge, so I searched high and low for any clues. And then I found out who commanded the army that murdered my family. It was a man named Astar.
No.
He's no different from the rest of them. Those murderers who took everything from us. I used to talk about it. Remember? I said I'd get everything back one day. Right, Zael? And to do that, I need this. Or rather, the unlimited power it holds. Don't you get it? I used you and everyone else as pawns to get my revenge. There's no turning back for me. But I will say one thing, Zael. Looking back on it all,
We had some good times. All my life, you've been the one I looked up
And
to.
here we go. The final boss battle against Dagran. And just wow. Musical piece here is the one ruling everything. Quite fitting, I think. Now, in this form, Dagran's not that difficult. Just follow your general practices of breaking barriers and making your own, and just kind of generally beating the heck out of him. To everything he's put us through, I think he deserves his beatdown. Now, I remember when I first played this game, I struggled so much in this boss fight. Like, I was seriously bad at it. I think it was partly because I was underleveled, but also because it does get quite difficult after this first phase. This first phase is a piece of cake in comparison to what comes later.
Only the bearer of the outsider's mark could provide such amusement.
And he's not Dagran any longer. That's definitely not Dagran. Now, in this form, he's a lot tougher. Can deal a lot more damage. And he can now do this, which is very hard to stop. And when he does it, you're going to want to dodge like hell. Also, he can do one of those, he can do the Gathering Burst thing as well. Now, I really like this final boss track. It's kind of a little bit out of left field, especially with all of the really unnerving chanting. Because you've got the and then you've got also the weird screeching, like the wonderful impression there. But it's odd, and I think it works in the fact that this Dagran's just gone mad. So in the second phase, after a while, this will happen.
Dagran's too far gone. Zael, you have to do something.
Time. Zael, I need time. I'll show you my true power.
Now, if you hadn't been to see Yurick before, this would be the first time you would have seen Yurick's eye. So,
And I've got no regrets.
yes, so come on, Yurick,
Give the order. I'll obliterate the barrier with my magic.
you do that.
Zael, we have to trust Yurick.
Indeed we do. Yurick, prepare your spirit attack, bud. Because it's now changed to Big Bang. And this thing is beautiful.
Such powerful magic. Zael, the barrier's gone.
Oh yeah.
It's gone. Yurick, that's amazing.
And now for the rest of this battle, Yurick's spirit attack is Big Bang. It's the only point in the game where you'll get to use it, but yes, it's awesome. Like, seriously awesome.
Come on, don't start. No, we're still far from finished here.
Indeed.
Using magic takes a lot more effort than any of you realise, alright?
Sorry, Yurick. Busy fighting. Mirania's right on that one, definitely.
Concentrate until we've subdued him.
Careless of me. I didn't realize you had such power. But no matter. Your power still cannot harm my body.
A likely story, Dagran. We seem to be knocking down your health quite well, I think. Now, this boss fight can be challenging if you aren't good at making sure that you are keeping yourself fully healed and making use of things when you've got them. So, kind of like, generally, whenever Mirania gets her revive, make sure you use it, just if you've lost a life. Because storing it up is a bad idea.
Don't make me laugh. Give it up. Destroying my body is meaningless.
What do you mean?
While the one within me lives, my body will always rejuvenate.
That means...
Correct. As long as your friend lives, nothing will change.
Now, in this form, Dagran is at his most dangerous. There are certain moves that you've got to look out for. I believe there's a purple 1-2 jab, which if you don't dodge, is very, very, very painful.
What can we do about that?
Also, you've got to get out of these grasps when you can, because at least one of the moves that he does is a one-hit kill, in that you'll lose a life. And it was at this point that I remember I fought for so long and then I died on this phase, and it was just so painful. Oh, get off, Dagran, for Pete's sake. And this is the point where it's literally spirit attacks all the way to the end, baby. Now, probably isn't quite fitting to put this into this epic and emotionally charged final boss. But whenever there's the weird noise, for some bizarre reason I seem to think it's saying happy birthday. Or something equating to that. At least sounds like it's starting to say happy birthday and then he kind of stops randomly in the middle. Yeah, some people will think that this comes out of left field a bit, the final fight against Dagran. And in some respects it does, but I think they did enough to signal that things were not right with Dagran for quite a while. It's just really horrible that it led to this. But we're nearly there. As soon as we get Dagran to pretty much the end of his life force, it's gonna be over. Because this is his final form. They probably could have given him more forms, but this fight does last a long time. And if you aren't at the level I am, and know what you're doing as well as I do at this point, this fight can last a very, very, very long time. Come on, Dagran. It's time to finish this. You can't put up with this much longer, you know? We have to restore everything to its true place, and I'm sorry, but what you're doing is wrong. So is that Shadow Stitch going to be the final attack on Dagran? I believe it is.
One is not enough. I must absorb the outsider of Lazulis as well.
You think I'll let you?
Now, this fight can end in two ways.
If you attack from above, we should be able to
One,
reach the center.
by climbing up all the way to the top and slashing, well, vertical slicing into Dagran. Or you can just, you know, wait until the end, until everybody's finished talking.
I don't care. How much
We're going for that
blood
second
is
option.
spilled because of this war? Enough is enough. I'm sick of it. Sick of all the pain. So Dagran, it's time to end this. I should have stopped you a long time ago. I had so many chances. If only I'd seen them. I'll end this by myself. I'll end this whole war and everything by myself.
Just so thick sometimes, Zael. What do you think we're here for?
You aren't the only one to bear this burden.
Yeah, this is our fight. We stop Dagran together.
Come on, Zael. Let's finish this together.
Thanks, everyone. Let's make this the final fight. Lend me your strength.
Let's end this.
The being inside me knows you. It is close to you.
Yes, he's my family.
Then why do you seek to harm it?
How many years do you think I've known him? I understand him by now. How his mind works. What he must be thinking. I know Dagran. Like I know myself!
You've become stronger, Zael.
Dagran. I wish things were different.
It's fine. I'm glad you stopped me. Guys, I'm sorry.
Why does it have to end like this?
I'm the one who messed up your lives. I deserve it. I'm sorry for everything that I did. And Zael, I'm sorry I put you through this. I should have been happy with what we had. I was, for a while. But I started taking it all for granted. And before I knew it, my obsession with revenge spiraled out of control. I'm such an idiot. Zael, you don't need me anymore. Always remember, you have friends who are like family. And more. Callista, please, stay by Zael's side. Now get the hell out of here and live. Live for me. Sorry to be so demanding right up to the end. But that's my final order. You'll make a fine knight. I know it.
Dagran! Dagran!
Thank you, Zael. Thank you.
It's finally over. And for our troubles, we get the Trave. Not quite sure what to do with that weapon,
Zael! Zael!
but think it's time to vamoose
I
right
understand
now.
how you feel, but now we need to get out of here alive.
Indeed, because this place is collapsing. And this is where you can see how quick my party is in comparison to me. Like, bloody hell.
And let everyone know the war's over.
It's an excellent plan, methinks.
Let's go home, Zael. Everyone's waiting for us.
Now, basically what I'm going to do right now is run until we reach the dead end of that room,
Don't look back.
and then wait for the dialogue options to finish, because they do go on a bit, and it's interesting to hear.
Zael, Mirania is right. You owe it to Dagran. So you have to survive, no matter what.
Yes, it was Dagran's final order. That applies to you too, Syrenne.
Yeah, I know. Come on then. Let's get out of here.
Zangurak.
Too many lives have been lost, both Gurak and human.
Yeah, had about enough of this war.
So have I.
Lowell!
Oh, poor Lowell. Why did this have to happen to you, dude? You were awesome.
You lot go on ahead. I'm gonna take him home.
Syrenne, wait. You can't do it on your own. That's suicide.
Shut up! I have to do this! Can't you see? There's no point anymore. He's gone and left me here. How can I go on living?
It's light.
Oh, what's up, chaps?
Lowell!
Oh, ah, that really hurts.
You're alive! Don't you dare do that again!
Hey, don't cry.
I'm sure I felt Dagran's presence.
Dagran.
At least at the end you did something decent,
So,
Dagran. Yeah,
I see.
that's right. Oh.
Must have been tough.
And don't forget to pick up the East and West Wing there. This is your only chance to get them. But here we go. It's the final stretch, and Lowell's back with us. Yay! We can now actually have a happy ending because our friends are with us, apart from Dagran, but he turned evil. So, yeah.
It's starting to fall apart.
No, just keep running.
Get out of here before it's too late.
Don't even bother trying to look back. It's probably a stupid idea. It's depressing how much quicker they are than me. It's like, guys, trying to run as fast as I can here. Don't leave me behind. But thankfully we made it. We're not dead, which is a positive in my book, I have to say. Being dead is very, very helpful. Well, being not dead is very helpful. Being dead would not do us any good. We'd be in the same position as Dagran.
Not much further.
Keep your guard up.
Oh, we have another
Surprises
lift.
await us.
Typical.
Someone will try to defend the outsider. I just know it.
So,
They're hell-bent on destroying
we have more fighting to do.
About to lose to
Typical.
one of these things.
Zael, don't be rash.
Thankfully, they're so much easier to defeat now that
Out for the killer from above too.
all of us are here.
We'll
We
get
don't
out
have
of here
to
alive.
worry by ourselves. Nearly there.
Not long now. Good. Everyone's okay?
Yes.
Zael, let's go.
And so, peace is finally restored to Lazulis and the Gurak continent. Just, wow.
It was all over. The Gurak retreated to their own continent. Thanks to the continued efforts of Zael and his friends, a treaty of peace was signed, bringing an end to the war for good. It was decided that Fortress Island should stay joined to the edge of Lazulis Island, so Zael moved them to a new position, in between the Empire and the Gurak continent. The war that had plagued both nations was over, and the land's energy was no longer being drained away. With each day that went by, the comforting warmth of peace spread softly across the land. Soon enough, the time came to return the outsider to the sky.
Here we go. Chapter 41. Stargazer's Tower in the daytime. Now, before we go up and see Callista, let's speak to Lowell, Syrenne, Mirania, and Yurick, see what they think.
So, now Lazulis is the bridge between two great nations, eh? I bet this city is going to become even more prosperous than it already was.
Why don't we start up a business here or something? People would appreciate it.
You? Running a respectable business?
Well, there's got to be something that's right up our street. How about a bar?
You'll have guzzled all the booze before the punters can get their hands on it.
Shut up!
Well, it could be fun.
It's not going to be easy for the humans and Gurak to live together in harmony. Not after all those years of conflict.
No. Just as the energy of the land will not simply return as though it was never lost. But with time, I believe that things will improve. Zael, you made the right choice.
Okay, and last but not least,
to the sky from
let's
whence
speak
it
to
came?
Callista. Yes, let's begin. And so we enter the end of the last story.
Everything's ready. It's time for us to grant the Outsider's wish.
My family's right can finally be fulfilled.
Let's send the Outsider home.
Yes.
Thank you all. You have granted us the freedom we so desired. Now we can once more gather the energy that fills the far reaches of the cosmos and use it to create new worlds. Thank you.
New worlds.
The Outsider is a world seed. A being that drifts through the darkness, absorbing the surrounding energy. It only brought destruction because it was summoned down here, to a place where it should never have been. The Outsider belongs in the skies, a seed of new life.
So the Outsider creates new life.
Yes, I believe that it will now. That mark is a gift that the Outsider granted to you. That bond will not disappear.
Thus, the conflict surrounding the Outsider, after centuries of tragedy and strife, was finally brought to an end. The draining of the land was halted, and as for the heroes, Zael and Lady Callista, the tale of how they and their companions brought peace to the land would be passed down for many generations to come. A few days after the Outsider's departure, humans and Gurak alike had chosen to work together, sharing their technologies with one another. and their combined efforts had begun to clear away the scars of destruction that tainted their homes.